You're born a zebra. Good luck staying alive. You hit the ground before you know what gravity is. 1 second, you're warm, floating, calm. Next second, splat. Hello, world. You're a zebra now, and there's no time to process anything. No baby photos, no cuddles, no soft blankets. Just dirt in your face and a voice in your head that says, get up, fast, because there's already something out there that wants to eat you. Maybe it hasn't seen you yet. Maybe it has. Either way, lying down is a bad idea. Your legs? 4 sticks made of noodles and ambition? Your balance? Laughable. Your mom? Already standing and staring at you like, come on, kid, we've got lions to avoid. So you try. You stand. You wobble. You fall. You try again. 30 minutes later, you're standing. 40 minutes in, you're running. Not well, not pretty, but fast enough to not be lunch. And that's the bar. That's the entire bar for zebra childhood. Don't get eaten. You stick close to mom. The herd moves, you follow. Already your stripes are blending with everyone else's. Already you're part of the pattern. No name, no intro, just hooves, dust, and survival. You ever wonder why you look like a walking barcode? It's not fashion, it's not for fun. You're not here to win a safari runway. Those stripes, they're your survival system. First off, they confuse predators. Lions see a herd of zebras and just get a headache. All those stripes blur together. It's like trying to catch one fish in a tank full of wiggly shadows. Second, flies hate your stripes. Apparently, stripy skin messes with their landing gear. So yeah, while the wildebeest is out there getting bitten and buzzing all day, you, striped and stress-free. And then there's the heat. The African sun doesn't play around. But guess what? Your stripes may help regulate your body temperature. Science isn't totally sure how, but the current theory is zebras are like tiny optical illusions that stay chill. So even though you look like a fancy couch pattern, you're basically built for desert life. Camouflage, air conditioning, bug repellent, all in one outfit. Not bad for something you didn't even choose. And remember, no two zebras have the same stripes. Not even your mom. Yours are your stripes. That's your ID, your fingerprint, your badge of honor. Because in this herd, when things go south, you don't shout, "Hey, I'm Steve." You just run and hope your pattern keeps you invisible long enough to see another sunrise. Here's something nobody tells you when you're born. Don't be the first. Don't be the last. Stay in the middle. Always. Why? Because predators love an easy target. And the zebra in front? Too visible. The one in the back? Too slow. But the middle? Oh, the middle is safe. It's like being in the middle row of a school field trip. You're protected by chaos on all sides. So you learn to drift. Not lead, not lag, just blend. A few hooves ahead of you? Mom? Behind you? Some cousin you've never met. You don't need to know names. You just need to know if the herd moves, you move. Turn left, you turn left. Stampede, you stampede. Nap time, good luck. Someone's always watching for lions. You become really good at reacting. A branch cracks, you're running. Wind shifts, you're running. Bird sneezes weird, you're definitely running. It's not paranoia, it's strategy. Because in the savannah, hesitation equals lunch. And you're not trying to be anyone's lunch, so you stay low, stay alert, and most importantly, stay in the damn middle. You're not a cheetah. You're not a lion. You're not even that fast compared to half the animals out here. But you better run like hell anyway. Because the predators, they're everywhere. Lurking in tall grass, hiding behind termite mounds, waiting for one moment, just one, where you let your guard down. You sneeze wrong? Boom. Lion. You step too far from the herd? Boom. Leopard. You trip? Let's not even talk about what happens if you trip. So here's the plan. Stay alert and be ready to sprint at all times. You train without realizing it. Every little scare becomes a practice panic attack. A gust of wind? You flinch. A falling leaf? You flinch. A squirrel blinks too loudly? Full-blown stampede. At this point, your knees have PTSD, but that's the cost of survival. Because when the real thing happens, when the lion explodes from the grass like a missile with teeth, you don't get time to think. You just go. Legs flying, hooves pounding, the ground vibrating with the panic of 100 other zebras all thinking the same thing. Not me. Not today. And the thing is, the lion doesn't care who it catches, just whoever messes up first. So you run, eyes wide, heart pounding, no dignity, just motion, just survival. And if you're lucky, if you trained right, you'll still be breathing when the dust settles. No trophy, no applause, just one more day alive. And that's the win. You're thirsty, like dessert level thirsty. You've been walking for hours, it's hot, your mouth is dry, your sweat is sweating. And finally, there it is, a water hole. Glorious, cool, possibly deadly, because yeah, everyone needs water, but everything knows you need water. And that makes the watering hole the deadliest place in the savannah. Lions, hiding in the grass, watching you like a grumpy all-you-can-eat buffet. Crocodiles, literally just chilling underwater, jaws open, waiting for some zebra ankle to wander in. Even the birds are like, ooh, let's see who dies today. So how do you do it? You don't just strut in like it's happy hour. Nope, there's a system. Step 1, wait for the wildebeest to go first. Step 2, watch what happens. Step 3, if no one screams, maybe it's safe. You approach slowly, one eye on the water, one ear twitching, heart saying no, thirst saying yes. You lower your head, sip, sip, freeze, sip again. Every ripple makes you flinch. Every splash could be jaws. You don't drink to relax. You drink like you're defusing a landmine with your face. And when you're done, you back up like, nope, I'm not dying today, Steve. And you didn't, which means it's a good day. You're still thirsty, but you're also still alive. You'll call that a win. Being in a herd seems simple. Just stick with the group, right? But here's the truth. The herd is messy. It's big, loud, full of hooves and opinions. There's drama, there's politics, there's Steve, that one zebra who always pushes to the front like he owns the savannah. And then there's you, just trying to not get eaten. See, the herd gives you protection. It gives you eyes in every direction, a living, moving security system made of nervous grass eaters. But it also gives you rules. Don't wander too far. Don't fall behind. Don't challenge the lead stallion unless you really want to get kicked in the face. Oh, and everyone's watching, always. You trip once, the whole herd sees. You spook at a bush that's not actually dangerous? Boom. Now you're that zebra. And yeah, zebras gossip. Not with words and with looks, body language, little snorts that clearly mean, seriously, Brenda? But you play along. Because no matter how weird or crowded or frustrating it gets, you need the herd. Alone, you're just meat with stripes. In the herd, you're part of a pattern. And patterns confuse predators. You're not here to be a hero. You're here to be average and alive. And honestly, that's a solid life goal. One day, the grass runs out, the water dries up, and the herd starts moving. Not just a little wander. We're talking migration, hundreds of kilometers, through dry plains, over cracked earth, across rivers that definitely, 100%, absolutely contain crocodiles. Fun! You don't get a map, no GPS, no group text that says, hey guys, we're heading north for better snacks. You just move, because the herd moves, and if you don't, you'll be alone with the vultures in about 20 minutes. So you walk, and walk, and walk. Days blur together, hooves blister, your legs feel like wet broomsticks, and then you see it. The river looks peaceful, almost pretty, which is exactly what the crocodiles want you to think. The herd bunches up at the edge, tension rising, everyone pretending they're not scared. But let's be honest, everyone is scared. You know there's a 50-50 chance someone gets yanked underwater. You just hope it's not you. Then one zebra makes a move, a splash, and suddenly it's chaos. You jump in. The water's deep, the current's fast, hooves kicking, nostrils flaring. You don't look left, so you don't look right. You just swim like your stripes are on fire. Something thrashes nearby. Not your problem, just keep moving. And then, mud, shore, solid ground. You made it. Soaked, exhausted, alive. You look back. Not everyone made it. The herd mourns by doing what it always does. Keeps walking, because the grass is still ahead. And you're still in the game. At some point, things shift. The sun feels hotter, the air feels heavier, and suddenly, you care a lot about who's looking at who. Congrats. It's mating season. And no, it's not romantic. There are no roses, no candlelit watering holes, just dust, hormones, and a lot of yelling. If you're a stallion, it hits hard. 1 minute you're just chewing grass. Next minute you're snorting like a dragon and challenging anything that moves. You start trotting sideways, tossing your head around, showing off your muscles like you're auditioning for Zebra Bachelor Savannah Edition. And if you see another male near your mares, you don't talk it out. You fight, kicking, biting, chest bumping. It's like moody horse kung fu. Dust flies, hooves connect. Sometimes it ends fast, sometimes it doesn't. The winner gets to stay with the herd. The loser gets chased off like a striped embarrassment. And if you're a mare, oh, you've got your own struggles. Every male's showing off, circling, nudging, flexing like they invented standing. You pretend not to care. You swish your tail and walk the other way. But eventually, you pick. Not because he's charming, but because he fought harder. That's the system. Love, zebra style, no flirting, no dates, just instinct, timing, and a whole lot of hooves flying everywhere. You survive another season. Maybe you pass on your genes. Maybe not. Either way, you wake up the next day and go back to eating grass like nothing happened. You're not young anymore. Your stripes are still bold, sure, but your knees, they crack when you stand. You don't sprint like you used to. You think before you run now, which is noble and also slightly dangerous, because out here, hesitation is a luxury, and you're starting to hesitate. Predators can smell age, literally. They see the slower gait, the smaller reaction time. They do the math. You've survived this long by being alert, fast, and lucky. Now, you're mostly running on experience and stubbornness. You've seen generations pass through the herd. Calves you once watched stumble now outrun you. Stallions who used to challenge you? Now they don't bother. They know you're not a threat anymore. Some days you fall behind, and you know exactly what that means. No one waits. The herd moves on. You catch up eventually, breathing harder, eyes a little dimmer, but you're still here. You've made it through droughts, migrations, stampedes, lions, crocs, and Steve. That counts for something. No one throws you a retirement party. No one claps. But that patch of grass still tastes good. The wind still smells like home. And you can still kick if you really have to. So you keep walking, not because it's easy, but because it's all you've ever known. One morning, you don't get up as fast. The sun rises, the herd moves, but your legs say, not today. There's no dramatic ending, no music swell, no slow fade to black. Just the quiet, just the wind brushing your fur one last time. And when it's over, the herd moves on. They always do. That's not cruelty, that's survival. You become part of the landscape again. Your bones sink into the soil. Your stripes fade back into the dust. But here's the thing. You mattered. Every hoof print you left helped shape the path the herd follows now. Every warning snort you gave kept someone else alive. Every run, every dodge, every kick, it all added up. You don't get a name. You don't need one. Because in the grand, wild rhythm of the savannah, your stripes were part of the pattern, and that pattern keeps moving. Somewhere a new foal stumbles to its feet for the first time. Somewhere another zebra bolts at the sound of rustling grass. Life doesn't pause, it gallops. And for a while, a brief wild while, you were right there in the middle of it. And that is enough.